Why just stalking? One of our training directors stated to me a while ago, you cannot prevent a stalker. We went on to discuss that you cannot necessarily stop a stalker either, like trying to put up a wooden barricade with a boulder when a boulder is approaching. It's inherently useless. We are a bridge, a switchboard, the operators, which may be a dated reference even for those of us who grew up using landlines. It reminds me of a story my mother tells of what we might now refer to as pre-stalking. A man she had gone out with in college wouldn't take no for an answer and wouldn't stop calling, something we now refer to as a mediated contact. One of the girls on the switchboard rang her room. It was him again. My mother marched down to the switchboard and yanked the jack right out of the wallboard. Despite this being 1964, she knew this was unacceptable behavior. She didn't have the psychosocial legal term stalking, nor could she distinguish the conduct from harassment, but no meant no. Some get the message, some stop. But what happens when they don't? What happens when days turn into 2, and 2 weeks turn into months, and then 2 years, God forbid, decades, like what happened to me? Who helps them? Sadly, my story isn't unique. I hear echoes of my story everywhere. They go back generations. We have some joining us here today. I don't know when I realized it had started, but I have a vivid memory of my phone blowing up on a vacation in North Carolina, and my mother asked, "Who is that?" assuming it was a new love interest. I said, "Oh, it's my stalker." Excitement morphed into concern. Not fear. Not yet. Not at first. There was no threat. I was aware of who he was and what he was doing, but the terror he would inflict, that the situation would later cause, was well beyond my grasp. As the years went by, this man went on to follow me to new jobs, my new home, leaving gifts, intimidating my clients. I tried the typical tactics, a hodgepodge of ideas my friends and family mostly came up with. I should have known the last peace order had expired during his incarceration, but at that moment, I didn't understand. The shock of his presence gave way to disbelief at the dispatcher's reaction. This isn't an emergency. Those words ring in my head even today. She did hear me, right? I said stalker. It took approximately an hour for the police to arrive at my door, despite the location of my home between 2 police stations. He surveilled my home for roughly a month, despite obtaining a new peace order. Having him removed proved extraordinarily difficult. I don't know if I unraveled from fear or frustration. Over the years, I reached out for help from a myriad of formal resource professionals and agencies. But my experience is that these systems are designed and focused on intimate partner and domestic violence, sexual assault, and other victims primarily. I didn't know if or when my stalker would become dangerous, but I wanted him to stop. I was trying to prevent that. When my stalker was found with a gun, he was arrested. He could have hurt someone trying to get to me. We are aware that stalking is a national and international concern that can breach state and country borders. Victims and their loved ones may need support and assistance from other jurisdictions in other states, even under other countries. Therefore, Just Stalking Resources Incorporated takes a biopsychosocial perspective. However, we designed Just Stalking Maryland Resources specifically and uniquely to target the legal, socioeconomic, and sociopolitical concerns of our state. We are specifically trying to create tools and resources that incorporate Maryland's stalking law and other state laws. I have created our victims stalking log and bystander log, which is available as of January, the 20th anniversary of National Stalking Awareness Month, which is intended specifically for Marylanders. This is unique to Just Stalking Maryland resources. Nothing like it has ever been created for any other state to our knowledge. My alleged stalker is now incarcerated. However, he has never been charged or convicted of stalking. This is not uncommon. Only approximately 6% of stalkers are in the United States. Among the reasons for this are low prosecution rates are the gaps in the aforementioned systems. Just Stalking Resources hopes to change that, to create a more equitable system for victims and their families. Our hope is to design an evidence-based organization based on the known literature. We want to build bridges between the legal and the mental health communities, particularly regarding the inconsistent language, how we address stalking as a construct. We believe this can only be done on a state level within communities and with deep understanding of the cultural and legal issues and with your support. Thank you.
To watch my remarks about our Just Stalking mission, click the video on the left. Mark your calendars now for our first Cyberstalking Awareness Masquerade Ball, October 2024 in Baltimore. You can also watch all of our launch party videos on the right. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.